Hey, are you like the 64% of adults who are afraid, worried, don't like, open water swimming, right? Maybe you can do a pool, but then you're like, getting into the open water, the lakes, the oceans, rivers, you stop me there. One big stopping point for people is plants or animals in the water. Like, I don't know about that. I think I'll stay in my nice clean pool. But if you're hungering to be able to get out, jump off the boat, go on a tropical vacation. If you are curious what is going on out there in that beautiful, open, natural world, so much of our planet is made up of water. And it is amazing in there. So let's talk about this one little piece about what to do with animals in the water. Fear, worry, concern about animals in the water. Hey, before we jump on in, I just want you to know down in the show notes, there is links to our online Learn to Swim, getting you started. So if you're really here because you want to learn to swim, you want to be confident in the water, pop down there, grab that free class, get yourself started. You don't even have to start with a swimsuit. Okay, let's go back in animals in the water. I can hear in my own brain right now the theme music of Jaws, right? What is going on? Now, here's the first thing about animals in the water. I mean, the truth is there's animals all around us all of the time. I was just in the other room and yeah, there were ants all over my bathroom sink again. We live with animals all the time, but yet we don't go around worrying about them all the time because we have a relationship with them on land, which is pretty much you stick to your business, I'll stick to my business. I mean, even if you're like scared of spiders, the truth is there's probably spiders around you right now, but you just don't even see them because they're up doing their spidey thing and you're just focused on what you're focused on. It's okay. We can live in conjunction with animals. So that's the first thing, is just to kind of bring that awareness. We have this hyper idea that the animals in the water are somehow bigger, different, scarier than the animals we live with here all the time. Now, going back to like the sharks, but the sharks, right? We all have seen Jaws or clips of Jaws. The truth is, sharks are big animals like this, the animals that are potentially dangerous to us. Like land, they're kind of few and far between. There are bears, there are mountain lions, there are venomous snakes and spiders where we live on land, but they're not that frequent of an occurrence. Remember, clickbait. Think about clickbait. We see these things way higher proportion to they're actually happening. Now, you do want to, if you go to an open water swimming place, you do want to know what the likelihood is in that particular place. There are some places, like where I live in the Pacific Northwest, we don't have poisonous snakes here that swim in the water. So that's just not a thing that we ever have to worry about. But there are places where that is true. Keep in mind, don't go global on me here, places, individual places. So you just want to find out in your local place, in the place you might be going. When you come with us to Hawaii, right, we're going to know what animals to be looking out for specific to that place. It's also, you want to find out what you do specific to that place for that type of animal. So like when we go to Hawaii, the animals that we're mostly concerned about are ones that we might step on in the rocks, sea urchins that we might step on, and then we end up with their spines in our feet. So we can mitigate for this. We can understand it. It's not a big deal. We don't have to be afraid of it. So getting more information about the specific animals in the specific place you're in. When we teach people how to swim, there's two mental steps that are very key that we teach. The first one is about our story. Most fear resides in our brain, thinking about the future or worrying about the past. So that's where doing a little bit of research can help you to find out, is there actually something to be concerned about in my open water situation? Then the second part of that is to get yourself present to right now. Well, right now, are there any animals? Well, I'm not standing in the water right now, but if I were in the water, if you were about to get into the water, or you're in the water and putting your face in the water, take a look around. Like, is there anything here? You can use your senses. You use your visual sense, but also use your sense of feeling. Okay, Well, one of the times when we were snorkeling off the back of the boat in Hawaii, there were big black fish right there. The captain of the boat lets us know these are not piranhas. They're not out to eat us. They're like nibbling off the bottom of the boat. But then I can also, when I get in the water, I'm not going to just like set that fear aside. I'm actually going to come in and I go into the water and then I stop and notice right now. Is there any problem with me swimming with the fish? They're around. Maybe something touches me. My system wants to freak out. No, hang on. But is there actually a problem here? We need to know how to reside in the right now to see if there's actually a problem or not. Your brain's going to think there's a problem, but we only know the truth of it if there's a problem right now. This is one of the key points that we're always teaching people in the swim practice. We have to be in the present time to get the information that's happening right now. All right, right now, there are no animals around you. Right now, it's super safe to jump in to online learning to swim because you get more information and then you take the tiniest step forward. Amazing job taking this tiny step forward to really give yourself some perspective on, is there actually a problem? What steps do I need to do to open up and to be able to discover and take the next step forward? Can't wait to see you online or in Hawaii.